The calm of a Saturday afternoon was broken by sirens. Red lights flashed off white tents and string lights in the cul-de-sac of Willow Lane. Guests in soft dresses froze as a firetruck blared its horn and stopped. A glittery archway reading "Forever Starts Here" blocked the fire lane. Chairs, tables, and Marjorie Hensley's sharp voice cut through the chaos. "Use the other entrance," she snapped at the firefighters, one hand on her hip, wine glass in the other like a weapon. "This is a wedding. Do you mind?" Captain Daniel Foster, shift commander for Firehouse 12 and a Willow Lane resident, jumped from the truck, boots hitting hard. His face showed shock, not exhaustion. "Ma'am, there's a fire 2 doors down," he said firmly. "Move the tables. Clear this path now." Marjorie tilted her head, as if he'd ruined her daughter's day. "It's a wedding," she sneered. "Plan better." Daniel signaled his team. "Grab hoses. Go on foot." They ran past confused guests, dragging heavy gear, while a bridesmaid snapped a selfie with the firetruck like it was a prop. At the burning backyard shed, flames climbed a tree. The homeowner sprayed it with a garden hose, uselessly. The team worked fast. It wasn't a house fire, but it was bad. The shed collapsed, the tree charred, and an elderly neighbor needed treatment for smoke inhalation. It could have been avoided. 3 days earlier, Daniel had warned Marjorie, the HOA's new vice president. She'd closed the emergency lane for her daughter's wedding, calling it a classy affair. Daniel explained the code. Fire lanes must stay clear, or lives could be lost. Marjorie smiled. "Don't worry, hero. Nothing's catching fire." Next morning, workers staked tents in the lane. Daniel filed a complaint with the HOA, including maps and county code. At the emergency HOA Zoom meeting, Marjorie laughed. "Captain Daniel, can't your truck go around a few chairs? Cancel a wedding because you can't park." Her HOA friends mumbled support, one praising the flowers. Daniel knew reason wouldn't work. Now, in the shed smoke, he saw the blocked lane. Guests danced again. The firetruck sat stuck. His jaw tightened. That night, cleaning gear at the firehouse, his lieutenant showed him a tablet. A viral photo on the Willow Lane Facebook page. Marjorie toasting by the firetruck, captioned, "Firetruck photobomb ruins wedding." Face with tears of joy, #MarjorieMagic. Comments mocked Daniel. "Control freak. Jealous of no invite." He turned off the screen. Worse, an HOA email arrived at 11:42 p.m. Subject: HOA reminder, professional conduct. "Dear Mr. Foster, complaints cite your aggressive behavior at the Hensley wedding. As a public employee, respect all residents. Avoid disruptions." Daniel was stunned. They ignored the blocked lane and blamed him. He vowed silently. They think wealth or parties trump safety, but fire and codes don't care. Marjorie's mistake wasn't just blocking his truck. It was crossing a fire captain who lives for safety violations. Her next event would face justice by the book. 2 days later, Daniel stood at the HOA clubhouse with evidence. Photos of the blocked lane, the viral post, the fire report, and highlighted city fire code. The conference room smelled of lavender and fake politeness. Marjorie sat at the table, sun hat on, sipping iced tea. "Our neighborhood celebrity," she said, smirking. Daniel set down the papers. "A fire spread because you blocked the lane with wedding decor. It cost a shed and nearly a life." Marjorie waved him off. "You're overreacting." HOA President Henry muttered about harmony. The treasurer nodded. Daniel felt their silent support for Marjorie. She leaned forward. "Keep harassing residents and we'll report you to your department." Awkward, right? Daniel's jaw clenched. Not a smart threat. Marjorie smiled. "Who's threatening?" The meeting ended with no action, no apology, just a hint for Daniel to let it go. At the firehouse, wedding gate jokes flew. A rookie said, "She's untouchable." That hurt. Marjorie turned danger into fame, strutting in a Bridezilla Tamer t-shirt. Daniel wouldn't let it slide. He called the city building department about permits and event rules but got shrugs. No complaint, no investigation. Go through the HOA. He tried. The board was Marjorie's domain. Then a letter from the fire department's ethics committee cited, Resident complaints of Daniel's intimidation, attaching a cropped photo of him pointing at the blocked road, flames hidden. His chief asked, "What's this?" Daniel showed the full photo, fire visible. "I believe you," the chief said, "but don't give them ammo." Daniel left angry. A glossy HOA newsletter arrived, cover showing Marjorie by the Firetruck, captioned, "A wedding to remember. Community shines." She said, "Despite a fire department visit, our celebration was safe and joyful." Daniel nearly tore it up. That night, an envelope in his gate held a note. "She's breaking more than fire code. A friend." Inside were photos. The lane blocked by floral columns, a truck across it, and open flame heaters under a tent. No extinguisher, unsecured propane. Daniel knew Marjorie's next move, a post-wedding gala with fireworks, set for 2 weeks later. She'd underestimated him. Daniel documented everything. Photos, the newsletter, Marjorie's posts, and municipal codes. An email from the city fire marshal confirmed, "Violations possible, but enforcement needs real-time action. Coordinate with inspectors or request an audit." Chief Larson. He needed to catch her in the act. Then Marjorie learned he'd filed papers. Her HOA friend saw him at the municipal office. She posted flyers for a gala night, a charity fundraiser. In 2 days, again blocking the lane, with a photo of her holding a sparkler. She doubled down, filing a complaint against Daniel for harassment, with the HOA and fire department claiming he threatened her and disrupted the community. His chief called him in, tailing her. "No," Daniel said. "She's endangering lives." The chief sighed. "Stay off her street that day." Daniel felt sidelined. His mailbox was stuffed with newsletters, open to a page. Captain Daniel Foster asked to step down after disruption concerns. Marjorie's photo smirked below. "Gala will go on." Daniel nearly quit, but a text from an unknown number changed everything. "Archway up tonight. Propane lamps again. Pics." 5 photos showed the blocked lane, floral columns, and unsafe heaters. The plan was ready. He waited. Let Marjorie think she'd won. Saturday morning hummed with activity. Trucks unloaded champagne, tables, and lights on her lawn. Her voice boomed, directing vendors. Cars clogged the cul-de-sac, a DJ booth blocked the hydrant, tents covered the fire lane, and fireworks were planned. Daniel had sent his report to the city building and safety department, with photos and codes. He waited, coffee in hand, as Marjorie passed in a sparkly gown. "Enjoy the show, Captain Busybody," she taunted. He nodded. "Stay safe." She laughed. "No invite for you." But he didn't need one. At 4:27 p.m., a white SUV arrived. No lights, no markings. 2 people with clipboards stepped out, building code enforcement officers. A city fire inspector followed, then an event regulation official. They moved quietly, measuring tent stakes, photographing wires near propane heaters, and noting an overloaded cord and fireworks crate. At 6:05 p.m., Marjorie took the DJ's mic. "Welcome. Tonight's about community, with fireworks later." Applause rang out. Then a firm voice cut in. "Ma'am, are you the organizer?" Marjorie blinked. "I'm the host." The lead inspector showed his badge. "Multiple safety violations, blocked emergency lane, unpermitted crowd, unsafe wiring, flammable materials. This event is shut down. Guests must leave." Silence fell. Marjorie stammered, "This is my property. We have permits." "Show them," the inspector said. No permits were filed. This property was flagged from a prior fire response. Marjorie pointed at Daniel's porch. "He did this. He's obsessed." The inspector ignored her. "This is a city action. Your event endangers lives." Guests packed up, vendors cleared tables. A kid asked about fireworks. Marjorie yelled, "This is harassment." A police cruiser arrived. An officer cited her for obstructing emergency access. "Do you know who I am?" she sputtered. "Yes," he said, writing. Daniel smiled from his porch. He didn't need to speak. Marjorie's empire of glitter collapsed under her arrogance. By 7:15 p.m., tents were down, the DJ gone, Fireworks ceased. Marjorie sat alone, makeup streaked. Daniel went inside. Sunday brought calm. City crews cleared Marjorie's lawn, napkins in bushes, a deflated balloon dragging. She sat in a bathrobe, scrolling her phone, ignoring Daniel. A teen's TikTok of the shutdown went viral. HOA Queen blocks fire access. Gala shut down. Loudly crying face fire, hashtag Marjorie messed up, with 1.4 million views. The city posted, safety is non-negotiable. Violations in force. News screamed, Gala declared hazard. HOA inboxes flooded. Homeowners demanded a meeting. President Henry's email, where one community, failed. Marjorie was removed as vice president by a 6-1 vote. She stormed out, ranting about setups. The fire department's training video showed the blocked truck and Gala heaters, warning, obstructing lanes risks lives. Daniel's rookie teammate grinned, legend move, captain. Chief Randall nodded, by the book. Well done. 2 weeks later, Marjorie's baby shower was denied a permit. Repeat violations. Ineligible. A red sign on her lawn read, no gatherings allowed. She hid it, but a neighbor's photo hit the HOA newsletter. No brunch after blocking firetrucks. Daniel never bragged. He polished gear, ran drills, wrote violations calmly. The lanes stayed clear, hydrants open. Marjorie faded, avoiding his gaze at her mailbox. No hat, no grin, just silence. Daniel smiled, not for her loss, but because safety was restored. The fire truck could roll.